So the question is, what are the best annuities for seniors? Ooh, loaded question, right? Agents are salivating when they hear that question. And that's unfortunate because seniors typically are the target of a lot of annuity sales pitches, primarily because, hey, seniors have all the money, right? But that's also where a lot of the fraud and a lot of the bad sales practices are happening. So it's an important topic to talk about what are the best annuities for seniors. Now we're going to go through every specific type of annuity out there and kind of the upside and downside for a senior citizen. I would encourage you to get all of my books. I'm going to tell you how to do that at the end of the video, all 6 of my owner's manuals. I'll ship them to you for free and under no obligation because I want you to understand what you're buying. Don't buy a sales pitch. Don't buy a dream. Don't buy a hope. Don't buy the unicorns chasing the butterflies. Buy the contract, buy the contractual reality, buy both limitations and benefits, and fully understand what you're signing. So with that, let's dig in and look at what annuities might work for seniors. Now my mom lives in Florida. She's 80 years old at the time of this filming. And she goes to these bad chicken dinner seminar things all the time. I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you've gotten this thing in the mail, market risk and be careful and all this stuff, kind of scare tactic stuff and a lot of the stuff that I see. And they're inviting you to a really nice meal, no obligation, and come eat their food and then hear a presentation. And if you haven't gotten that, boy, you're lucky. Because, in Florida, you could eat 5 days a week as a senior citizen just going to these seminars. And most of the time, not all, but most of the time, agents are pitching indexed annuities, typically, or something similar. And they're not talking about the entire world of annuities out there. They have one type, they've learned that type, and they're going to square a peg into a round hole. Not all people do that, but the ones that I see in Florida, a lot of that happens. And senior citizens end up buying products they don't need, truly. So let's talk about some of the types and if it fits a senior citizen and if it doesn't, and the downside. Okay, so let's talk about single premium immediate annuities. Those are the granddaddy of all annuities, have been around since the Roman times, sold in this country for hundreds of years. It's a pension plan that you can have income start immediately, meaning 30 days from the contract issue. A lot of senior citizens like them because it's a guaranteed income stream that they cannot outlive based on their life expectancy. That's the upside. The downside is it's an irrevocable contract. You can set it up to where 100% of the money goes to your beneficiaries if you pass away, but that's a single premium immediate annuity. Same thing goes for a deferred income annuity, which is a single premium immediate annuity that you defer. Same thing. A lifetime income stream starting at a future date, but it's an irrevocable contract, but we can set it up to where all of the money goes to the beneficiaries if you die. I personally think that both of those products are very pro-customer in general and pro-senior just because most people need more income. It's just the bottom line. Social Security doesn't cut it for most people, and they just need additional income to live the life that they deserve to live and they've earned to live, and they've worked hard to get to the point to live that lifestyle. Now, QLACs, qualified longevity annuity contracts, are deferred income annuities you use inside of your IRA. Once again, I think this is a good product for seniors in a lot of cases because it's a lifetime income stream and you can use your IRA assets for it. And again, we can structure it so that 100% of any unused money goes to your beneficiaries, not the evil annuity company. Multi-year guarantee annuities are fixed rate annuities like CDs. I think these are also pro-senior because most senior citizens, like my mom, love CDs. Well, multi-year guarantee annuities are the annuity industry's version of a CD because it's a guaranteed interest rate for a specific period of time that you choose, and you can use it in an IRA or non-IRA. In a non-IRA, the interest grows tax deferred, which is good. So I think that's good. Now, let's talk about the ones that are kind of pushing the envelope a little bit, and I'm not saying they're bad for seniors, they're not, but it's the one that seems to be getting all of the negative press. First is variable annuities. I don't sell variable annuities. I'm a fixed only person because I only do contractual guarantees. My motto is, an annuity for what it will do, not what it might do. And variable annuities are kind of a might do, but there's some senior citizens that can manage their variable annuities, and that's fine, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's a perfect product for senior citizens. I'm not sure. It's not a horrible product. It fits in some situations, but not all situations. I don't think it's a perfect fit. Now, the one that I get the most calls on from seniors that probably should not have bought this product is the fixed indexed annuity. I'm not saying that's a bad product, because at the end of the day, when it was designed in 1995, it's a CD return type product. So that, in my opinion, if you're buying MIGAs, fixed rate annuities, then shouldn't indexed annuities go right beside them? Yeah, in a perfect world, but that's not how they're sold. They're sold as market upside with no downside, and all kinds of whistles and bells attached to them, and upfront bonuses that people think are real money, which in essence it's candy and shiny things to get you to sign the contract. I'm not saying bonuses are bad, but it's just part of the overall contractual guarantee. You shouldn't put any weight on the fact that you're getting an upfront bonus to sign a contract. But I think the biggest thing that senior citizens have to watch out for are the surrender charges on some of these indexed annuities. And some of them are as long as 10 years. Some, depending on the state you live in, can be longer than that, say 12, 13 years. That's a long time. So, I kind of wince every time someone says, hey, I'm 77 and someone just sold me an indexed annuity, and I go, what's the surrender charge period? Well, it's 10 years. You're gonna be 87, okay? I mean, I just don't see that being a good thing. And I'm sure there's agents and advisors can argue against that. And I'm sure I could if I wanted to. Well, the product, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, though, that's a long time to tie up your money when you're that age. And I think you could do a shorter term multi-year guarantee annuity that would make more sense. Remember to always ask the two questions: what do I want the money to contractually do? And when do I want those contractual guarantees to happen? From those two answers, you can choose the best type of annuity for your specific situation. But if you're out there, senior citizen or not, but especially if you're a senior citizen, you really only have one line of defense when it comes to sales pitches with annuities. When someone pitches to you, write down everything you heard them say the way that you understand it, the way it makes sense to you. Well, he said this, it would do this, and it would do this. Write it all down in detail. Sign and date it at the bottom, and then flip the page around and have that agent and advisor sign and date that sales pitch that they gave to you. Okay. Now, what they're going to probably do is say, no, I really didn't say that. That's not what that means. They're going to clarify the understanding of what you put down. Or if they sign it, they own it, right? But that's really the only protection that you have out there. Do not blame the carriers. It's not the carrier's fault. They can't regulate every single sales pitch that's out there. That's not rational. And there's bad actors in every industry. So it is what it is. But I'm just telling you as a consumer, as a senior citizen, how you can protect yourself. But remember this, if it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time, without exception, when it comes to annuity sales pitches. You have to understand the good and the bad, the benefits and the limitations, and you have to buy the annuity for the contractual guarantee, what it will do, not what it might do. Okay, you senior citizens or wannabe senior citizens like me, I want to be there. I want to get there, right? Hope I've helped. I don't want to scare you. I just want to help you. I want you to understand kind of the pitfalls and what to be aware of out there. I think you can kind of synopsize this whole thing as simpler the better. The simpler the annuity is to understand, I think the better it is for you. Truly. If you can't explain it to a 9-year-old, you shouldn't buy it. If you can't describe what you're buying to someone, you should never buy it. So buy something simple, transfer of risk, and I think you'll be happy. Now, I would encourage you to go watch this video right here on immediate annuities, single premium immediate annuities, where I dig a little further. And most senior citizens, when they need income, the single premium immediate annuity is the best choice for them because it's a very efficient, no annual fee, transfer of risk based on your life expectancy, and provides the highest contractual guaranteed payout of all annuity types. So with that, I would encourage you to sign up and get my books. Let me tell you how to do that. First of all, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to these videos. I'm doing a video every single day of the week for infinity. Don't believe me? Scroll down the page and see how many videos I've got. There's going to be tons more. We're committed to the education of the United States when it comes to the annuity category. Since the annuity industry is going to do it, Stan, the Annuity Man, is going to do it. So click the More Info button. Underneath you'll see a drop down and you'll see a place where you can click another link to go to a landing page to fill in your shipping information. Do that, and I will send you the books, no obligation, no cost. You can take a look at them, and if you want to engage with us and get a quote or talk to us, you can go to StanTheAnnuityMan.com. See you next time.